Wow. I'm excited. Are you all excited? I hope you're as excited as we are. And welcome to our little apartment here at Tosa Blue Mountain.
Absolutely. So, beloved ones, thank you for being here.
Oh, we love you
Thank
so
you
much.
for bringing your attention to this moment, to up-level yourself, to have a smile with Baby Yoda, and to recognize that life is a choice.
Right?
And joy is also a choice. Peace and love arise naturally, and when we choose joy, we've already anchored the peace and love. So let's just go for the gusto. Let's be in that space of ascended bliss by simply reminding ourselves that I am love, and all is well.
Let's breathe that in even more, right? I am love, and all is well. And, you know, Shri, one of the things that Jess and Dana were talking about was the calendar. Yes. And we really do. We were very excited that this past Saturday, and we did have it open to the public, and it has been sitting kind of accidentally at YouTube now for a couple days. So hopefully you caught it over at Official Shri and Kira. But it was our entire Saturday Miracle Mastery Mentorship, and we have I have yet to be able to revisit it through the energy, but I know there was an Insoulment that happened.
There was a powerful energy, a powerful wisdom transmission.
Yeah.
Don't miss it.
Yeah, so it's still up at YouTube, but Jess is going to be kind of pulling that down tomorrow. So if you haven't caught that yet, we're not going to spend a lot of time other than you really might want to take advantage of it while it's up. And if you don't want to watch the whole thing, if you just want to get to the Insoulment, that happens to be at the very end. However, honestly, it's of great value to listen to the entire miracle experience. And thank you to all of you who helped co-create that experience. So part of that experience was that we did release the 2022 Uplevel Ascension calendar. And I just want to invite us all, if we can bring our hands to our heart, that it has been my honor to be invited to prepare these Ascension Uplevel calendars over these past few years. And the first year that this happened, it was honestly something that I was like scrambling together. It was like, what are you telling me? I need to do this now. And it was really, you know, those of you that have the original calendar, it was very important. And it was very much something that I thought was going to be a one-shot deal. I had no idea what we were stepping into because it wasn't created yet. And yet here we are. And can we share the calendar, Shri? Let me show you the calendar. It is available, excuse me, right now, and I do encourage you to really get it. Can we make it just a tad? I want to be able to see. There we go. Beautiful. Thank you. So the reason I invited Shri to make it just a little smaller, and we're good, and we can just gaze at the first. The very first cover there is that the cover is showing you the energy for the year. And if you gaze at that energy for the year, in the top right, you see the full moon. And when you get the cover this year, you are getting all of the art. I am finishing the art PDF now. So all of you who already have the calendar, look for it. It's coming and it'll be posted within the next couple days. So if you're getting the calendar after it's up, you're getting it already together. This is one of the pieces because this year, the energy flow is unlike any that has ever been. And I want to quickly jump to a real moment of reminder. And this is a reminder of what Clinical Linda is. And because Dana and Jess mentioned Kyla, I wanted to go ahead, and there she is, that beautiful being right there with the glasses on in the middle where it says Kyla Ra Na. Really, Kyla has become the backbone of this clinic. It is her love, her dedication, she's there. You can count on her to be there. The relationship she has developed with these people. I know Kyla's in the chat. These women are in their 90s. They are walking 4 kilometers down from the mountains because they can. because they're happy and they're healthy, and look at them and they're beautiful. This is our indigenous native attire here. Remember, we're in the high Andes, so their native attire are these beautiful hats and velvet skirts and just really gorgeous smiles and hair that hangs down to their ankles just about and is always in these beautiful braids. And so just inviting you into what your kindness is supporting. And if you see over there on the right, that picture, we are swamped and we are appreciated, and we already have had someone come forward and we are going to be opening a second clinic in Ecuador very shortly. Number 2, we're on our way. Let's keep the momentum going. Your donations are making this happen. So remember, this calendar is it's my act of service to support Clinica Linda every year. And this is what Monday Magic is about as well, is coming together as community.
When we contribute to making, shifting the energy of the world to one of ease versus pain, everybody is positively affected. And anything we can do to support people to discover a greater sense of peace with life, a sense of ease with their situations, that energy of trust is how we co-create that which we all know in our hearts is the true reality.
In every way. And we are looking for support. We are looking for not only your donations. If you have a volunteer organization looking for a place where your volunteers can come and really do some service, let us know. We have volunteer housing available for clinic, working with organizations that way. So just reach out, let us know if your heart is called to support Clinica Linda in action. And the one thing that I want to share is right here. This is what 2022 is all about. And you know what? Now, Sri, we can make it a little bigger. Oh, I think if we go to the view, right? Will that do it? I don't know. There we are. Perfect. So conscious awareness through quantum expansion. And I'm inviting you right now to kind of gently ease your eyes into the Merkaba of Self-Ascension. So this is the Merkaba of Self-Ascension. For those of you that may not be familiar with that, if you go to shriankira.com, underneath the Yoga of Self-Ascension tab are tons of free practices and information and materials, and there's a whole teaching about this, and get the free ebook while you're there as well. But what you're noticing is this beautiful golden pyramid energy. What is spinning, what has activated this Merkaba, and this Merkaba is the Merkaba of the golden ratio. We have ascended from the equilateral experience into that which is our cosmic experience of multidimensional presence. So the Merkaba has to come into alignment with that golden ray experience. And so in that, the Trinity has arisen as, and this is really almost crazy about tonight's Insoulment with Lost Books 9, right? You see that word energy there? It's all about that. And tonight's Insoulment basically gives us an entire encyclopedia about this. Because we are at a moment right now where the 2022, remember in Ascended Numerology, 2022 is the 6 plus the infinite. And that 6 plus the infinite is the ignited spin of the eternal presence of your divine mastery being. And it's that Trinity, that tri-shul, that incredible, stunning experience of energy, co-creative power, and momentum. Energy, co-creative power, and momentum. Think about that as a force for the miracle in motion.
And that force for the miracle in motion underpins those activities of consciousness that draw to you the experiences that you call life.
Yes.
When we can relax our filters and be aligned with the energy of our beingness, we begin to have two wonderful benefits. One of them is everything starts to line up.
Yes.
Everything starts to line up.
Law of instantaneous manifestation, right?
And the other is that you are no longer invited to be a victim of experience.
Exactly.
You are the orchestrator of experience.
Exactly. And this is really important because I want to go back to the title. 2022 is birthing the sea of neutrality. Now, what does that mean? What does that mean? And I really encourage you, get the calendar. The calendar was really designed to be, and I think Jess used the word, it is a guide for the
Yes.
entire year. It's 24 pages. It's really a preface of everything that has come forward. We will be unveiling it every Monday during Monday Magic. That's why you just want to, every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern, you just want to be here, right? And so, it's important to pay attention and look at what's before us right now. And in the Sea of Neutrality, breathe in this moment that the arrival and the invitation and the availability for the Sea of Neutrality to be birthed in this moment is solely because of your ability to lift beyond the density, to not let density distract you no matter what it is, to keep your steadfast commitment, focused awareness, and complete trust in the absolute experience of you in your divine mastery presence. Now, I want you to really breathe that in, because density's throwing a lot at you, isn't it? Right? Mm-hmm. Density's throwing everything it can, and it will continue to do that at every moment, challenging you continually. Are you able to remain in this? Are you able to say yes to that Sea of Neutrality? Because even the words themselves can be misleading, confusing, and filled with those belief systems and judgments. So that is why the year of 2022 coming together in this kind of linked arms experience, because birthing the Sea of Neutrality means understanding, because that's the code for relaxing the left brain to be able to ascend into that which you are, right? So it means understanding what neutrality is and what neutrality isn't. It means understanding that this is a co-creative effort of collaborators that have relaxed the egoic experience in recognition of the presence has only one reason for being, and that is to expand consciousness through serving the all, through embodying the essence of in service to, through living the values that hold that energy of mastery presence and anchor it forward in all ways in the grander view of the benevolent King Queen, thereby releasing all I into the service of the greater good. And in that moment, dancing in the ecstasy of the knowing. The irony is that the ego that would resist that release is the first thing dancing on the other side of it. It is the embodiment of the eternal youth, vitality, restoration, and expansive, creative, active presence as the law of instantaneous manifestation through anchoring in to your divine mastery presence. That's how the Sea of Neutrality births, because it cannot birth from the consciousness of polarity. It can only birth from that which is, coming forward as collaborators in the being of that which we are. Breathing in, right? That's what the calendar is showing you, and that's what you are doing. And you found your way here right now for whatever reason or accident or coincidence or synergy, curiosity, whatever. You found your way here right now because you're part of this and you know it. And it's time to perhaps invite the self to expand just a little more. And I am really excited that the calendar went out on 12/12 and that here we are on 12/13, and it is a moment of synergy with lesson 9 that could not have been planned.
It's important to honor that the soul's journey is manifest through each and every individuated being. And that we are at a time when the power of your choice has more potency, more effect than ever before. And we invite you to say, now is my time.
Right?
Now is my time to claim
Yes.
my divine mastery presence. Now is my time to be the soul incarnate in form, delighting in my life and contributing to the all.
There it is.
Delight and contribute. And beloveds, we've got a grand journey ahead in 2022. We invite you to join us because each month there is so much going on that's beyond what we're going to do in Monday Magic, that is the deepening of those who say, yes, I choose to live this 24/7. And we invite you to check out the Divine Mastery Presence Journey of 2022 as well. All of this synergizes together.
Indeed, in every way. And it begins by just bringing a hand to your heart, right? And saying yes to you. So as we are in this December moment, Shri, let's put up the December up-level calendar. So speaking of the calendars, here's this month right now, culminating month of last year's calendar, the December 2021 up-level. Here it is. Keeping your hands on your heart. Remember that the third gate is actually amplifying. And that lion dragon has already begun that ascent into 2022. Remember that 2022, we're in it now. We are in an awareness, an ascended consciousness energy of awareness. In a year, 2022 is going to be an entire year of the ascended consciousness energy of awareness. And as we have spiraled in, and you look at the graphic, look at the art here for 2021 for December, that third gate amplification, which remember we had those three, it was like boom, boom, boom. We had those three amplifications in 2021. Well, what they have done is set the stage for that open eye. And look at that open eye on the calendar. It's right now. And those of you that have the app, right? Every Monday you listen to Shri and I, we give you the update. Monday morning, first thing, you go to your app and you hear us share what's happening for the week. Well, the one thing you heard us talking about this morning is that fireball in the hand there. So what's happened is today you released it out. What did you put into motion for 2022 today? What did you say, go? Right? And that fireball was released out of your hand with complete trust where it meets. You see the ignition there that actually brings you back to last week, back into November, because remember in November we started having that energy coming in for 2022, back to the beginning of the month through the 9th, all the way down to the end of the month, which is the new year. This week, we are already being pulled into the new year, and look at next Sunday, Venus retrograde. When we're together next week, that fireball is coming back in through the energy of that Venus retrograde full moon peak up level, which actually gives us our 13th full moon peak up level, because 2022 has already begun. And the thing about the 2022 energy that is just incredible is that, we've been having maybe 4 or 5 peak up levels a year. I think it started the first year, there might have been 3. We had 3 harmonic waves inside of this concentric dimensionality experience, this adaptation to actually accepting and being able to adapt the nervous system of this physical body to that potentiality, right? And it took us to this central eye that is open. And this is all in the calendar. Go get the calendar. You can see it. And I have all the pictures and the graphs and how we got here. And as we are here right now with that open eye of December, the entire 2022 is looking at you right now and saying, right now, right now, right now. And may we together right now, before we would move forward into our lesson for this evening, which is mind-blowing with an incredible attunement and breath experience, may we all right now first this week open our eyes to the remembrance and the knowing that as goes my brother, my sister, my friend, my dear one, goes I, that there is enough for all, that there is bounty for all, that there is in this experience of this consciousness now, we have collectively, successfully, and with great joy-filled celebration, arrived at a moment of conscious awareness that we have not been at before, at a moment where we called and consciously time surfed together as lineage holders of consciousness to where we would be needed the most, and have so successfully arrived here that we have been able to birth 2022. Because 2022 happening is the first miracle. So may we hold that. And may we not let density rear its head and stop us, because it's throwing everything it can at you to make you think that polarization is real, to make you think that this is all real, to stop you from the moment when you really can do this. And we are doing it. And that's why Sri and I must take a year and do it. Keep moving forward with it. So we're doing it with all of you in one way or another, because we are all doing this in one way or another. So I want you to bring your hands to your heart and receive the knowing that you are capable of commanding alchemical processes to continually renew your body, clarify your mind, inspire divine connection, and call it forward as the law of instantaneous manifestation. There is not one thing in this collective illusion that could ever stop that, except you. You are the power. You are the driving force. You are the one. And the gift, and feel your hands. Shri, you feel your hands? My hands are like, give me your hands. It's like I've got to be touching Shri's hands. My hands are on fire. Your hands like so electric. Feel your hands, guys, right? Feel, you see the gold?
Blessings,
feel
blessings.
your hands. Feel your hands right now, because my hands are so freaking hot, right? So feel your hands, and wow, no, seriously, feel this. So give yourself that gift right now. Feel your hands illuminating. Feel the gift of this moment. Receive the blessing before you, knowing that you are ready to expand, and all you have to do is stop doubting.
Yes.
Stop doubting. There is no thing. They can throw anything at us, and it's not going to stop anything, because if you are walking in the absolute knowing of your divine mastery presence, it's just that simple, and I guess it can be just that challenging, right?
There is a time as we are evolving where we're gaining experience in being ego-less, being free,
I love that.
being free from the addiction to fear.
Oh, there it is.
That addiction to fear is woven into
Yeah.
the matrix of your personality.
Yes.
And that personality was crafted and enculturated at birth. We were all taught about separation and fear and doubt and all that good stuff
Right.
that the entire mass consciousness is built upon.
Belief systems.
And God bless everyone, because this is our schoolroom. We get to graduate through the gifts of doubt and fear into the certainty that I am love, I am peace, I am abundant, and all is well.
Woo-hoo!
My joy, your joy does not depend upon what's going on in the outer world. That's just amusement.
Right?
Our beingness is indeed all that is.
It is.
And so we invite you each, as we're about to dive into this wonderful ensoulment, but just to remember, on a breath, with practice,
There it is.
you can dissolve the addictive habit of the fear and the doubt.
Right.
Conscious breathing, the Ave Sa, the practices that we have been living and sharing with you, they work. It's time to make your choice clear and commit to it.
There it is.
And with that, your joy is assured.
And you know that.